All right. So good morning, everyone. Thanks to those who stayed on to ask questions, to listen to a little bit more about whether it be virtual greeting team, which is the ministry team that I lead at Forefront, or just what it's kind of like to, serve and continue to be a part of the community from a different place other than New York. So a little bit about my story. I joined Forefront back in, I always get the dates mixed up, but I think it was early 2018. I kind of had, I grew up Episcopalian, very traditional, and, always really enjoyed that, but kind of thought there was a little something missing and wanted to find community with, other progressive Christians and kind of just see if there was something out there. It was really very lucky that I happened upon Forefront. That was the first church that I attended in New York City, and immediately just felt a warmth. And I came back every single week after that first week, and eventually, joined in serving in kids stuff, which is our children's ministry. So if any of you are on here that have children, I may know them already. I really, really enjoyed that, serving our kids and really bringing them up to, ask questions and, know that they're loved. And most recently, throughout COVID, my partner had moved about a year ago to Jackson, Mississippi, of all places. He got a job in education policy down here. It was somewhere he had never been before moving here. So we, were kind of going between New York City and Jackson for a little while until COVID hit, and I decided to kind of come down here. And after a lot of thought and prayer and support, and really wanting to be closer to my partner, I decided to move down here. A couple of months ago now. So it's kind of a crazy change, but I have been really fortunate to be able to start leading our virtual greeting team during this time. So from Jackson, I'm still just as much, a part of the community here, and feeling, really, really plugged in and really, a part of things, and also, leading a team that is inherently virtual. So while the staff will be going back in person, a lot of us will be, continuing to be here virtually. So the virtual greeting team is that team that is sending the comments, that's greeting you and saying hi in the comments, and keeping you, informed with links and all of that. I'm just going to check super quickly if there are questions. And yes, Sarah commented, I am in Brooklyn Heights small group, have led some, yoga and meditation as well. So thanks, Sarah. So comment here says, how does it feel volunteering virtually after being used to volunteering in New York? Obviously it's different for all of us, kind of having to adjust to being, virtual and not being in person with each other. At church, it's something I miss very, very much. But it feels really, really amazing to be able to still serve this community that has now become a community that's not just in New York City, but we have people tuning in from all over the country. I think we've even had people tuning in from like London and South America, I think, if I remember that correctly. So it's not just New York, and I feel really fortunate to be able to kind of be a part of that community in a different place, especially being in the South, where there's a lot of Christians here, and I would hope that someday maybe we'll have another person tuning in from Jackson or maybe from Alabama. We can kind of get our Southern contingency going, but I just see what Forefront is doing as being so much bigger than just New York City. It's something that, has carried me throughout my move to a completely new place, and something I think has resonance and will have resonance for people, all over. So That's been really exciting. Comment here, what are the requirements to do virtual greeting? Basically, the requirements to do virtual greeting are that you have a computer and you have access to Wi-Fi, and that you're able to tune into either our 10 o'clock or our 11:15 service about once a month. The more people we have, that can even be maybe like once every other month. And then what happens is that you'll get, put onto a service. Maybe you'll find out about a couple weeks to a month before, so you'll know when you're going to serve. And then you get sent a virtual greeting kind of comment guide, which comes through Planning Center, that really fun system that we've all been talking about. It's very, very helpful for this. So you'll get a reminder and you'll get the comment guide, and then you literally just copy and paste what's in the guide. It tells you exactly when to do it. It's very, very simple to do. I don't want to downplay kind of the importance of it, and that it's, it is something that really is an integral part of keeping our online community kind of going. But it's pretty simple to do. And then beyond that, you just say hello, good morning to people in the comments. And if there's any kind of questions that come through the comments, you can either answer them or you can just say, we'll get back to you, and kind of funnel it through the staff. So another question here, do you have to be extroverted? Absolutely not. We're still kind of behind our screens. Truly, it is copy and paste. And, it is very easy to follow. And then in terms of, saying good morning, I think it's easier to, say good morning to someone you don't know through comments than it is in person. So truly anyone can do this as long as you have a computer and you have access to Wi-Fi, truly. Yes, a great team for introverts. Very true, actually. Really, all people, we would love to have more people join. Again, it is a very simple process. And even if you do plan on going back to Forefront in person, that most likely won't be every single week, at least to start. So, it's something that you can do if you're in New York and plan on being there. It's also something you can do from literally anywhere, as long as you're able to tune into service, you have Wi-Fi and computer. How to sign up for it. So we do have a form. I don't have, if someone on staff wouldn't mind posting that link, that would be fantastic. But there's a form, you can sign up. There's a couple of very easy questions to answer. And then you'll basically get like plugged right in. I will email you, and, then we'll, get you all plugged in and all set. Right, I think we are almost out of time. So I will leave it at that. But yeah, thanks everyone. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Sign up for virtual greeting. We'd love to have you.